Right. Welcome back to Sports Federation TV. I gave you a hint of a young man and his coach who have made significant progress and showed what sport is really all about. Mr. Vilakazi, good evening and welcome. How are you?
I'm good, and you, sir?
I'm good. Gloria, you alright?
No, always. Never been better.
Never been better?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing. Villa, nice tracksuit you're wearing. Tell us why you're wearing this tracksuit.
I'm wearing this tracksuit, sir, because I went to SA Sports School to Pretoria. I went to play for the Nationals, and yeah, we won there.
You won?
Yes.
Okay, we'll explore that. We won. We'll come to that in a minute. What sport were you playing?
Hockey.
Hockey. Is that your first choice of sport?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Gloria, what's your involvement in this man's life?
I coach this guy from, I think, from the age of 10 years when I started coaching him. And he's now 13 years old. Going to be turning 14 probably later this year. And I've been, I would say, his mentor and yeah, a teacher for hockey.
Okay.
For him, yeah.
So where do you coach?
I coach in Khayelitsha and also assist one of the schools, which is Ikwezi, where Ngwana was based at his primary level school.
Okay. So young man, you won the tournament. What was that your first tournament out of Cape Town?
No, actually. Last year we went to Bloemfontein, and I was 12. Yeah, we went there and we played. We became, I think we became fourth. Yeah, we came fourth. Yeah.
And this year, was the team more or less the same, or was it new players that came into the team?
No, it was the same.
Okay, so you gelled better this year. What was the difference between last year and this year?
Last year we didn't win. This year we won, so we came 1. Last year we came 4. And last year I got a bursary. But I was, unfortunately, I was 12. I was young, so I couldn't go to high school. So I waited until this year. And this year I'm 13. I'll be turning 14, so I can go to high school. Yeah.
Okay, so the bursary you're talking about is the ministerial bursary that is given by the Minister of Sport to folk and players who have excelled in the top schools tournament. The top schools tournament basically is where the best of each province goes and represents their province at the national tournament for a range of different codes in the top 16 codes of sport nationally every year. And every year the venue rotates. Last year was Kimberley, this year was Pretoria. Who knows where 2015's venue is. And what that happens is a young man like this who shows promise in his code of sport achieves a bursary and uses that money to A, improve his education, and B, improves his code of sport and to be a better player. And thirdly, then becomes a better human being. And fourthly, goes out into the community as an example to his people and friends. Fellas, so tell us, what was it like winning that bursary? How did you know you won that bursary?
So at first I was shocked and happy, but I knew that I was gonna get a bursary again because I work hard and I focus, and also when I'm doing it I really focus.
How do you define working hard? What is your definition of working hard?
I practice every day.
How many hours a day?
I think 2, 3. I don't know.
And schoolwork? No schoolwork after school. Or how do you balance the two between schoolwork and sport?
Actually, at first, I go to school, then come back and go to practice, and after practice I come home, I do homework, and that stuff.
Okay. Gloria, how often do you see him as a player? Every day, every week?
I see him almost every day. Because what happens is that I coach the under-13s and I coach the under-16s and I coach the senior side. So I would see him in the under-13 division, and also he comes for the under-16s. So I'll see him twice in one day, and then that makes it like I see him 10 times in a week's time, yeah.
Do you think that because he trained with the under-13s and with the under-16s that it added to his advantage and improved his skill level?
I think I would say yes, and also for him being part of the Western Province team twice, because he made the Western Province in 2012, in 2013, and which improves his ability. And he took it upon himself to also practice with the under-16s, and I think that also made a cherry on top of what his dedication was for hockey.
Is there a significant level at under-13 versus under-16 in terms of playing wise? Did he only train with them or did he play with them as well?
Because of his potential and his ability, he had played some of the games, but we thought he can't play all the games because that would wear him off. And we knew that there were certain competitions and tournaments that he needed to be ready for, so he didn't take part in all of them. But at least it made an impact on his ability and gaining the knowledge and skills of hockey.
Do you think there's more potential within Kalicha to be the next fella, as an example?
There is, and there still will be, because before Villa there was another player which also had the same potential. But I think Villa has gone through the limelight, and for his age, and also making limelight at the early age, and I think we're going to develop more players like him.
Okay, Villa, do you think that you have the potential to play in the South African team?
I do, sir.
What will stop you?
Nothing, actually.
Nothing will stop you.
Nothing.
Interesting. Nothing will stop him from making the SA team. Let's take a short ad break, and when we come back, we'll catch up with this star-studded man. See you now. This is Sports Federation TV. We're chatting local hockey. We're chatting to an up-and-coming star who has promised to be in the South African team in years to come. Mr. Villa, so tell us, what got you involved in hockey in the first place? Why did you choose hockey and not football or karate?
At first, I was playing soccer, and I was really good at soccer, and but I saw that soccer isn't developing, and there was Gloria, but she invited me to come and play and try something new, and play hockey. Then I was interested. I practiced. At first I wasn't serious about it, but now I realize it's my real talent. Yeah.
Okay, what position did you play in soccer?
I played striker.
And now? In hockey?
In hockey I play link.
Okay.
Center link.
So what's the what makes the difference between a striker and a center link? If you move from soccer to hockey, is there a link between the two codes of sport or not really?
There is, sir.
What's the link?
In soccer, a striker scores a lot, and in hockey, a link doesn't score much because there's strikers to do that. Links provide strikers with the ball for them to score, and us, we do a lot of job. We go front, we go back to defend for them to score to us, so it's quite hard.
But now, because you were a striker, you know what to give the strikers and how to give it to them from a soccer background. I think that the links are the fittest people in a hockey team. Do you agree?
I do. I really do.
What kind of fitness training do you do to make you one of the best?
Sit-ups, push-ups, do running a lot.
Does Gloria make you run a lot or not?
Yeah, she does.
Gloria, why do you make this man run a lot? Is there a reason for that?
he's the engine to the team, so he has to. But there's a way of putting a stamina and consistency in links, which I like, which was, I don't know who introduced it. We call it a blip test, and which is, I think it helps a lot to determine also who can stand the most in the most games. So I think Villa has done most of that. So that's why he's the engine of the club. And also pre-preparation of the season, which I think has also developed a stamina to him, because we run laps throughout the entire of Khayelitsha, and I think that's one of the fitness and energy booster for fitness.
Is it safe though to be doing that kind of running around Khayelitsha? I would think that there's two aspects to it. One is the safety, and two, the promotion of the code of sport. Do the two work together? Do people see, oh, there's the hockey team running, maybe I could play hockey and join them?
To be honest, it doesn't, because when we do the fitness, we don't do it with our sticks. They normally think we're just normal people running or soccer people running. Yes, there is a risk in terms of safety, but what we do as a team, we run as a group, which make it much safer. And we have got different senior people that would accompany us doing that. So at least we've got that covered in terms of safety. But in terms of gaining more people playing hockey, they would ask us, what do we play? And then we tell them we play hockey. Then the interest will come within that.
How big is the hockey club in Khayelitsha? Is there only one club? Is it two clubs? How many clubs are there?
It's one club, which had started in 2006. And with my intuition and goals is that it's just going to grow more, which we have about 4 teams, which we started with 1 team. So there is the growth within the club of Khayelitsha.
And are these all junior teams, or is there a senior team linked to it?
This year we will have a senior team, but from last year backwards we had only junior teams that were competing against other schools.
So is it primarily played at schools, or are you now entering the Western Province Hockey League?
We're now going to be entering the Western Province League.
Okay. And you, young man, are you going to be playing in the senior team, or are you still staying in the under 16 only?
I'm still staying in the under 16 team and 14 team.
Because you can't play up there just yet. You're going to get injured, and then there goes your dreams of being an SA player.
Yep.
Eh? You think?
I'm still young for that.
Good answer. Good answer. You can train with him, you don't play with him. You're too young. What else makes you stand out above the rest of players to win this bursary? Why did they choose you in that team or at the tournament?
That's a quite hard one.
Okay. You were player of the
tournament.
Why?
Oh. Because I was...
What did you do differently that the other players didn't do? Let me put it to you that way. Were you more committed? Were you more dedicated? What made you a star?
I scored the first goal of the tournament, and I was the man of the match.
Okay, now that you've won that bursary, what's the next step?
Oh, the next step is to, I need to work hard on my studies and focus on my studies. I must up my studies and focus on hockey.
Because you can't only focus on hockey and not focus on your studies. The two work together. Sport leads people to have better discipline. If you come to training late, Gloria is going to make you do press-ups. The same thing happens at school. If you don't finish your schoolwork, you're not going to pass, and therefore you're going to pay the penalty. And the same thing happens in sport. Without discipline, you're never going to develop into a good sports person. Gloria, what else happens in Khayelitsha in terms of community development in terms of sport? Tell people a bit about Khayelitsha.
Since the club started in 2006, I think 2 years back, they've been great news for Khayelitsha because the under-16 team was nominated as the runners-up of the SA Awards Development Team of the Year. And I think also Ngwana and the other teammate was also selected for bursaries. But as I said before, is that they were still in grade 6, so they couldn't actually take part in that. And I think also topping the fruits and Ngwana making the highlights within hockey. And also not forgetting to mention that some of our players have been taken by Department of Cultural Affairs and Sport to be coaches of the schools because they can't afford to study. So I think that also have made an impact within the hockey in Khayelitsha. And some of the guys are also learning to be good umpires for Khayelitsha. And also, you know, me being there for them, mentoring them, and also a club growing as well. And I think it's going to grow. I've got a feeling for that.
What would you say is the success of Khayelitsha hockey or sport in Khayelitsha in a general sense?
Success, I would say, is getting someone at school, which is Vilakazi sitting next to me. That was my dream 3 years back in hockey, but that couldn't transpire due to financial constraints and also lacking knowing how to do that. But now with Ngwana as a leader getting that, I think that's great news, and my goal and my dream has came through that. Not saying I'm going to stop doing that, but I'm saying this is a start for Khayelitsha.
Do you think this young man will be and is a current role model within his community?
Definitely, with no doubt, because he's a disciplined player. He's been a prefect at school for 2 years, and coming from a disciplined family, and I think he's a package of a role model for Khayelitsha.
Villa, what would you say to somebody who wants to be the best at what they do?
I would say, sir, if they want to achieve something, they must really work hard and participate in practice and all this stuff.
And do you think you are a good example of that?
Yes, I am, sir.
Good. Good luck for your new school. That this bursary is going to open lots of doors for you, going into a whole new world, lots of opportunities, and we will come check you out in your new school and show the people how you've progressed in your new school. Thank you for coming. Gloria, thank you for your time. Thank you for all that you do in Khayelitsha.
It's been a pleasure, sir.
Thanks for growing sport.
Yeah, that's my passion.
Well done. Thank you. Let's take a short ad break, and when we come back, we'll see you now.